Hi, my name is Jason Green. I'm the co-founder and a co-CEO of LINC, Learning Innovation Catalyst. I'm also the co-author of the book, Blended Learning in Action. I was asked to speak just for a couple of minutes about some of the learnings that we're seeing out of professional development during this time of COVID and the huge challenge that we're all facing, and what does learning now look like in a very different environment. One of the things I want to speak about is this idea of internalization. So when we think about PD, what many districts have considered professional development is really this idea of teachers going to events, going to workshops, listening to a speaker, going to a presentation, really kind of a model of event-based PD. What we've seen, and the research has proven this out over and over again, is that most event-based professional development hasn't really panned out to make real shifts in the classroom. I actually view this era that we're in right now around COVID-19 as an opportunity to really shift the mindset of what PD looks like from PD as events to PD as a process of ongoing reflection and growth. So the term I used in the beginning, internalization, comes directly out of research that my organization has been doing with Stanford University. That research really has looked at what does work in actually shifting the mindset and ultimately the practice of how teachers operate and behave in classrooms, and also how schools operate and behave. What we found is it doesn't come out of an event or a 3-hour session or even a great speaker. It actually comes out of teachers and teacher leaders having a chance to undergo deep reflection, having the chance to learn and collaborate on new ideas, then having the chance to try new things and even fail sometimes at those new things, but then to iterate on their practice over time in a repeated and ongoing fashion. The model that we use is a model called generative change, which allows for this kind of reflective practitioner to not just go to PD that's structured as an event, but to actually be in this ongoing work. Now that we're in this world of COVID, it kind of is forcing us to think differently about what PD looks like. And maybe it doesn't look like we're going to this event, or even we're going to just this virtual event. But now we have a chance to think about how the professional development experience can actually be an ongoing process. So with that, I want to thank you all for tuning in, for checking this out. I really encourage anyone who's listening to think differently about PD not as events, but as structures of ongoing reflective practice and growth. Thanks.
Always Ready for Learning Field Notes are bite-sized updates, learnings, and insights from our dedicated coaches and partners on the ground in the virtual space with schools that are taking on the work of remote learning. Stay tuned for additional field notes coming soon.